I died to mine in an instant, you died to yours over countless days. May the God I'm with grant you the courage to confront what you've done and to remember your own name. It's the least you might do for all these that you've left behind us who can never forget. Mr. Brooks, I'd also like to acknowledge that over these last couple months, I've sent you a couple letters in prison, urging you to stand up, to be a man, to grow up, to accept accountability for what you've done. I also used those letters to share with you the love of the God that I believe in and that I know my sister Tamara believed in. I use those letters to share with you especially the story of the final act of Christ on the cross, where he is hanging between two murderers. And he turns to the one and he gives them forgiveness. I urge you to remember, Mr. Brooks, that there were two murderers on that day. One who mocked the holy living in God, and one who accepted accountability for who he was. Your Honor, I urge you to provide Mr. Brooks a lifetime in prison to please contemplate that story and to remember his name and to contemplate which side of Christ he wishes to hang on. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
The family of victim A is going to speak next. They do have some minors with them, so I'd just like to give the camera a second to adjust for that. And also, one of the minors does wish to make a statement and is somewhat vertically challenged. I'm wondering if she should stand over so that you may see her, or...
Sure. She be taken out. Before I have them come up, I believe Mr. Brooks was attempting to get the court's attention, so let me address him quickly.
I wanted the order of the court, if I may, really quick, pertaining to the last speaker. I have an issue with, if it pleases the court, we can address it later, or if you want to address it now,
Mr. Brooks, these are sentencing remarks. I'm not going to interrupt those sentencing remarks to have you address him individually.
No, I'm not talking about addressing him individually.
Mr. Brooks, we're going to continue. I'm not sure what you could possibly bring to the court's attention about a speaker who's already made a statement.
A very valid issue that I can bring to the court.
You can put it in writing, sir, while you're sitting there, and if it's something I need to address, I will. But I'm not going to disrupt what's happening right now to address that. You need to put it in writing. All right, go ahead, Ms.
So, put it in writing that...
Mr. Brooks, please put it in writing.
That's
If you need some paper,
that's the same person you had to worked with the father of, right?
Go ahead, Ms. Dunn. Mr. Brooks, please do not interrupt the court.
Like I said,
the record speaks for itself. All of those issues were previously put on the record. There's no need for you to make any commentary about it.
He did work with his father, though, right?
Mr. Brooks, stop. If you interrupt me again, you're going to risk going into the other courtroom. I'm not going to have you degrade the integrity of these proceedings.
I'm not attempting to cause a controversy. I just wanted to know that.
By once again trying to derail what's happening and take
you
the
always
focus
talk
off
about somebody trying to derail something as if that was the plan, like somebody coming here to derail something.
Mr. Brooks, I'm advising you to be quiet, or I will clear this courtroom, and under Illinois versus Allen, you will lose your right to be present while the remainder of these individuals give their statements.
Okay, well, come on with it.
Once they start, I expect you to be
quiet. Come on with it, because that's what you've been waiting to do the whole time.
Listen up and listen what she has to say.
All right.
God damn.
Sir, you're going to have to be removed. I'm sorry. I can't tolerate that from anyone. Mr. Brooks, my admonishment to you is the next person's going to get up and they're going to start their statement.
Okay, yeah, but you made it seem like I'm trying to purposely interrupt that.
Mr. Brooks.
And I don't think that's fair to do that.
Please be quiet.
Okay. Yeah, I still have the First Amendment right to be heard and to speak. I still have that right.
Mr. Brooks, this is a sentencing hearing.
I don't
The
care
trial
what it is. You're not
All
going to
right.
continue.
He is arguing
You're
with
not-
me. He is now forfeiting
You're not
his
gonna
right to be
continue-
present. Everyone
you're not
is to
gonna
clear the
continue-
courtroom while he's moved to the next courtroom, and I'll make the appropriate findings when I'm able to do
Shut
that.
So
the
can I
fuck
get a finding
up.
of fact? Can I get a
I'm
legal
stepping
finding
off
of
the
fact?
bench.
Because I don't
Thug
agree
ass
to a
bitch.
stop.
Shut up. Dumbass, thug ass motherfucker.